Well, can you believe it? Vernors is celebrating a huge milestone next week. We are talking about its 150th anniversary. And to help celebrate all week long, there are different activities with a huge event happening next Saturday. Joining us now to tell us all about it is Keith Wunderlich, founder of Vernors Club and the author of the book, Vernors Ginger Ale. Thanks so much for coming up
and Thanks for having me.
joining us this morning.
Thank you very much.
All right, so wow, such a rich history with our city. Tell us a little bit about how Vernors came to be.
Well, James Vernor was a Detroiter, and he worked at a drugstore called Higbee and Stearns, and every drugstore had a soda fountain, and so he was messing around with the ginger ale formula, and then the Civil War broke out. He went away for 4 years. When he came back, he opened up his own drugstore with a soda fountain, went and got his old cask of ginger ale, and it had become perfect over that 4 years of the Civil War. And so that 4 years of aging was always part of their formula for years and years. And so for the first 30 years, though, he was a pharmacist, a florist, and sold all sorts of things, plus ginger ale. Then in 1896, he did ginger ale full time.
Yeah, it worked out well.
It worked out, right, yeah.
All right, so tell us about this week coming up, all the activities that are taking place. How can we really celebrate this?
There's some great things happening during the week. We have about 20 different restaurants and bars that are doing menu items or drinks made with Vernors, and so that's going to be a lot of fun. On Tuesday at the Broderick Grill, we're having a pop-up soda fountain, which also should be great. And then the big day is Saturday at the Detroit Historical Museum, where we have events ranging from a poker run to things for kids, like the Vernors Gnome is going to be there live in person, historical presentations, and then at the end of the day, we're going to do a big drink. We want to get over 1,000 people drinking Vernors at the same time and break a little record.
I like that. And tell us also, this is all happening at the Detroit Historical Museum?
Right, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And what is the story behind the gnome?
Well, the gnome was their mascot, and they were of Irish descent, the Vernors, and so we think that it kind of goes back to a leprechaunish kind of thing. But he wasn't their first mascot. They actually had a delivery boy, and back in the 1800s, you couldn't get pop anywhere except for at a soda fountain. Somebody had to make it for you. It wasn't bottled. And so that delivery boy was the first mascot holding a case to show people, yep, you can get Vernors at home now. And then about 1920, they started to transition into the gnome, and his job was to protect the secret formula.
That's wonderful. And I know all week long, even at the Detroit Historical Society, you'll be able to get some Vernors memorabilia, just like you have right here. You said this really cool sign, just $25?
Just $25. So a new Vernors collectible, only 100 of them made. So, you know, it's a specialized collectible.
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Such a rich tradition and history for our city.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much.